Well, hello everybody, and welcome again to Game On with Yassine. Today we are talking about the Premier League again. We had a couple of games this mid of week, and these games were very entertaining and very important, both to the mid table and to the top table. Very interesting results, some disappointment moment for some teams, and some exciting moments for others. These are generic terms for what happened the last, actually yesterday and today. So let's look at the games that we had. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. That game took place today, and Man City versus Aston Villa, and that game happened yesterday. And as you can see, the scores for Man City versus Aston Villa is 2-1. This game of Man City and Aston Villa was very important to the mid table. Very, very important. Actually, not to the mid table, but to the first five, six positions in the Premier League. In this game, Man City scored the first one by Silva in minute 7. Then Marcus Rashford scored a penalty in minute 18. Then Man City snitched the win. So they took the win in minute 94 in extra time, which really, 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 I believe, in my opinion, hurt Aston Villa. Aston Villa, this game was very important to them to stay in the competition for the Champions League positions. But after this loss, they found themselves in the seventh position. By the way, in this game, actually, Man City showed some what can I say, some new style of play, especially by Marmoush, really pressing and moving a lot, and he is making difference. So I'm actually very interested to see what's going to happen next season after Erling Haaland. I'm not sure how Erling Haaland how many games he's going to lose this season, but I'm interested to see how he and Marmoush are going to play together. That's actually kind of scary and also worrying a little bit. We saw what happened in Real Madrid with the two famous stars players, and now we have Man City. They have Marmoush, who's really good, and you have Erling Haaland, who is fantastic, number 9. So we'll see what's going to happen between those two. Generally, if we look at the statistics of this game, we have Man City, of course, had more ball position with 62%, and they had six shots on target, and Aston Villa only had 3. But I just said before, when I started talking about this game, is this game was very important for the first 5, 6 positions because of the how close these teams are in this Premier League this season. It's crazy. A lot of people, we heard this a lot in media. Some people, they think that the Premier League has been really easy this year. That's why Liverpool are winning it, which is totally what can I say? I don't like to use bad words, but it's totally stupid idea because look at that mid table and those 5 positions in the front. It's very, very close. You can't tell me this is a bad Premier League when you have all these teams are close to each other, which means the level of football is very high. That's why you see in the bottom of the tables those those trio, Ipswich Town, Leicester City, and Southampton could not handle. They could not handle the level of the Premier League this year because if you look at Ipswich Town that has 21 points, guess the and they are in position 18. Guess what's how many points West Ham has in position 17? 36 points. That is crazy. That's like 15 points between them. So that's how those guys are not really at the level of the Premier League this year, while the rest of the league has been very good. They have been very good, very competitive. Each game you couldn't expect actually what was going to happen, uh, because like each game was really hard to predict because the level of of these teams, basically most of the teams, was really really good and entertaining to watch. And Yeah, so Aston Villa coach was very unhappy yesterday with the results. They were putting so much hope in this game, but because the way it ended, it became really what can I say? It was very disappointing for them, especially after coming out of coming out of the Champions League, and now they find themselves in the seventh position. That's very very worrying for them because there are not so many games left. Man City, on the other hand, they are in the third position uh, with 61 points. Behind them, there is Nottingham Forest. Forest dropped actually 6 points in the last five games, which really put them back because if they kept positive results, then they would have definitely stayed in the third position because the other teams were struggling. On the other hand, Man City, if you look at Man City, they had not a bad run in the last five games. They had like four wins and one draw. So Man City is really fighting for this third position, and I wouldn't be surprised if they end up third because, as I said, the run is not too bad recently, and also you could see how Man City players and the coach and everybody basically how they are invested in this last games, and they really want to finish in those top three positions. You could see how happy Pep Guardiola was yesterday and the players. So that's something to consider for the rest of the other guys who are the other teams that are fighting for those first five and six positions. Um, okay, so but the other thing is something we need to keep in mind is Man City has 34 matches. Okay, so that means Nottingham Forest only 33 matches, Newcastle only 33 matches, Chelsea 33 matches. Any one of these guys, if Newcastle wins, they're gonna they're gonna take over. They're gonna take over Man City's position. So it is still tricky. Nothing really done for Man City. Yes, yet they have to wait for these games to play. Aston Villa with 57 points. They need to figure things out. They are the same. They have the same point as Chelsea. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Anyway, good job for I would say good job for my God, I can talk. Good job for Man City for winning this game and keeping up the good results recently. Now the other games, I keep talking so much again. This game here between Arsenal and Crystal Palace was very entertaining. 2-2, as you can see on the screen here. But what happened in this game was very interesting for me, in my opinion, because if you look at the table, Crystal Palace, what is Crystal Palace? They are the 12th. They are in position 12. Arsenal is in position 2, which actually proves my point that I said before. The Premier League this year is very competitive. All the positions, honestly, from I would say from 17 up, they are all. There is so much going on there, and for sure the first five positions, except I would say except Liverpool and Arsenal, the like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, these positions, there is so much competition on those this year. So Arsenal in this game, what happened? They started very strong. They were like you can feel it actually. The atmosphere was amazing from the fans. It was like a really nice game today, especially in the beginning from Arsenal sides, and they scored the first goal. If I'm not mistaken, it was like in the minute two actually. Was it two? Let's see. Yeah, it was 2 point something. So they said here it's three by Queer War. I can't even Jacob Jacob is better, easier. His last name is hard. What is it? Kiwior. I don't know how to read it. Anyway, um, he was from a set piece, and we know Arsenal is very good at set pieces. But my goodness, a Brecci easy. What a beautiful goal from this guy. It was also from a set piece from a corner, and he just go. It was actually, honestly, it's a beautiful goal. I wouldn't take that way that from them from this goal, but the way it was scored, it was so funny. It was like he hits it, the ball hits the ground, then it goes in. It was like so slow motion goal, and the keeper also Raya is like going slowly. It was funny. It was beautiful goal, but also funny from another point of view. If you wanna really, if you wanna really, what can I say? See it from a different point of view, from a funny, I would say, point of view. Then after the Trossard again scored, Trossard has been doing a really good job for Arsenal recently. He scored actually a really good goal. It was a nice play between Arsenal players there, and it's good to see Arsenal can score from other types of goals, not only set pieces. Then Matata came in with his with his ear cover. Man, and some actually after he scored, one of his friends teammates he hit him on his ear. I was like, "What are you doing? You're gonna hurt the guy. The guy's covering his ear so he doesn't get hit on it, and you are hitting him on it." That was funny to see. Uh, again, same mistake we saw in the Real Madrid game. Arsenal made they made the same mistake today. Lack of concentration and sluggishness, I would say, if that the correct word to the correct word to use, and lack of concentration for sure, and confusion, and all of the above, giving the ball to Matata, who just like go boom like this, and the ball just went up, and it was a beautiful goal. Very good job. I really like attackers that are aware. An attacker needs to be always aware what's happening. Like, don't just like, if the ball is not if you don't have the ball, if the ball is not being sent towards you, you need to be always alert, because things can happen. The ball can hit the post and come back. A mistake like from the defense like this, the goalie can make a mistake, and if you are aware of what's happening and ready to attack, right, you can score. And we saw actually so many goals like this happen before. So, but as I said in the beginning, Arsenal actually started strong, but after that, they were a little bit lost. I would say Crystal Palace was very organized. They felt that they had something extra in this game, and they were able to equalize and equalize. And actually, if we count the clear opportunities for Crystal Palace and Arsenal, will can easily say that Crystal Palace could have won this game. Arsenal had one clear shot that was cleared by the keeper. Very good save from Saka, but the other guys, Crystal Palace had, I believe, three goals that they missed. That's really interesting. Anyway, it's not a big deal for Arsenal, I would say, in this at this stage, because they are more focused, it sounds like, on the Champions League. But if we look at some statistics, they are very scary for Arsenal. They had 13 draws this season. Nine times they gave up the lead. They were winning and they gave up the lead, and they dropped 16 points in 34 games. That's almost like a half. That's crazy. And of course, they struggle with mid-table teams, and that's what I said before. I said before that the mid-table, it's not the game a game against a mid-table. It's not an easy walk in the park. I guarantee you that it's not going to be easy. So I guess Arsenal now, they really need to focus on this Champions League competition that's coming up. I guess next week, if I'm not mistaken, next Tuesday. So we'll see what's going to happen. I hope that they really prepare for that, and and hopefully Arteta can win something, because he has been trying and trying, and we can see that he really wants to win something. And I guess he deserves to win something, but he just needs to be more focused and prepare for those games. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, let's look at the table quickly here before this video become like 20 minutes. Oh my God, this guy keeps talking and talking. That's okay. Arsenal, it has 67 points, and they are in the second position, and our friends Crystal Palace in the 12th position with 45 points. So interesting. Okay, let's see. I just minimized the screen I needed to look at. So this result of Arsenal today put Liverpool in a very good position or a tricky position because they only need 1 point, as you can see in red here, 1 point to win the league for Liverpool. If I were a Liverpool fan, I would love to win it in Anfield. All eyes on Anfield this weekend. Is Liverpool going to smash and win against what do you call them, Spurs, or no? We'll see what's going to happen. I have a feeling that they are going to win. They're going to put all of the season's pressure to win that game. But again, only 1 point is enough for them. So wait for my reaction to this weekend and also to the Champions League games. Again, do not forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to click on that subscribe button and drop me your comments today. Is Liverpool going to win it this weekend? Is it going to be a big party in the in Anfield, or is it going to be a disappointment and Spurs bring something surprising in this game? We'll see. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next reaction. Have a good day. Bye bye.